What if some of Hollywood's biggest love stories were built on secrets? Not rumors, not gossip, but real betrayals hiding behind perfect images. This year alone, scandals exposed affairs no one saw coming. From red carpets to viral moments, everything changed overnight. These aren't just messy breakups. They're shocking stories of cheating, power, and consequences that destroyed relationships, careers, and the illusion of perfect love. Gerard, Piqué, and Shakira once seemed like a modern fairy tale. A global pop icon and a world-class soccer star, their relationship blended music, sports, and international fame into something fans admired deeply. They met during the filming of the Waka Waka music video, and over the years built a life together, raising 2 children and presenting a strong, united image to the world. For a long time, they were seen as one of the most stable and genuine power couples. Their chemistry felt natural, their family life appeared grounded, and their connection seemed to go beyond the spotlight. But in 2022, everything changed when they announced their separation in a brief, unexpected statement. The news alone shocked fans, but what followed made it even more intense. Rumors of infidelity quickly spread, with reports suggesting that Piqué had been involved with someone else. The speculation grew rapidly, fueled by sightings, social media clues, and increasing distance between the couple before the breakup. Eventually, Shakira openly described the situation as one of the most painful experiences of her life, confirming the emotional weight behind the headlines. The breakup didn't just end a relationship, it reshaped how people viewed both of them. For fans who had believed in their story, it felt like watching something real collapse in real time. Shakira channeled her emotions into music, turning personal pain into powerful expression, while Piqué faced intense public scrutiny. Gerard, Piqué, and Shakira's story became a global reminder that even relationships that appear strong and unbreakable can be deeply fragile. And when they fall apart, the impact isn't just personal. It plays out in front of the entire world. Brad Pitt, Jennifer Aniston, and Angelina Jolie became one of the most iconic and controversial love triangles Hollywood has ever seen. In the early 2000s, Brad and Jennifer were viewed as the ultimate golden couple, polished, stable, and admired by millions. Their relationship seemed almost untouchable. But everything changed in 2005 when they announced their sudden split, leaving fans shocked and searching for answers. Almost immediately after the breakup, Brad was publicly linked to Angelina Jolie, his co-star from Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Their undeniable on-screen chemistry quickly turned into real-life speculation. While all 3 denied any affair at the time, the speed of the transition raised serious questions. For many fans, the timeline didn't feel like a coincidence. Public reaction was deeply divided. A large portion of the audience stood firmly behind Jennifer, seeing her as the one who had been hurt in a very public and painful way. Others were captivated by the intense and adventurous image of Brad and Angelina, whose relationship soon became known worldwide as Brangelina. For years, they represented power, passion, and global influence. They built a family, traveled the world, and became one of the most talked-about couples of their time. But despite that image, their relationship eventually fell apart. Their split, followed by a long and complicated divorce, revealed that even the most powerful partnerships are not immune to real-world pressures. In the end, this wasn't just a breakup. It became a defining Hollywood story, showing how quickly love, image, and public perception can shift, and how even the most perfect relationships may not be what they seem behind the scenes. Byron and Kristen became the center of one of the most unexpected and viral scandals in recent memory. In July 2025, during a Coldplay concert in Boston, a seemingly harmless moment turned into a global headline. As the stadium's kiss cam scanned the crowd, it landed on Byron, a billionaire tech CEO, and Kitt, his company's HR director. What followed was a brief, awkward kiss and an instant reaction of panic once they realized they were on the big screen. Within hours, the clip exploded across social media. Millions of people watched as the two tried to hide their faces, their discomfort only making the moment more suspicious. What might have been brushed off as a joke quickly turned into something much bigger. Both were reportedly involved in other relationships, and the public began questioning the nature of their connection. The fallout was swift. The company launched an internal review, placing both Byron and Cabot on administrative leave. Just days later, Byron resigned from his position, marking a dramatic fall from power triggered by a few seconds on camera. What made the situation even more intense was how quickly the internet turned it into a viral spectacle, complete with memes, commentary, and endless speculation. Beyond the humor, the incident revealed something deeper about modern fame and accountability. In today's world, the spotlight isn't limited to celebrities. Anyone, at any moment, can become the center of global attention. Andy Byron's story is a reminder that in an age where cameras are everywhere, private moments rarely stay private, and the consequences can be immediate and irreversible. Ashton Kutcher and Demi once represented one of Hollywood's most fascinating and unconventional relationships. Despite a significant age gap, their marriage was often seen as proof that connection could go beyond expectations. They appeared deeply bonded, supportive, and committed, challenging the usual narratives about celebrity couples. For a time, they made people believe that love in Hollywood could be both real and lasting. But behind that image, things were slowly beginning to unravel. Reports of distance, emotional disconnection, and growing tension started to surface. Then everything changed when Ashton Kutcher was publicly linked to a much younger woman. The revelation hit hard, not just because of the betrayal itself, but because it contradicted the strong, united front they had shown to the world. Demi later spoke openly about the emotional toll the relationship had taken on her. She described feeling overlooked, hurt, and deeply affected by the shift in Ashton's behavior. What made the situation more painful was the sense that the cracks had been forming quietly, long before the public ever knew. The scandal quickly became a major headline, turning their private struggles into a public narrative. Fans who once admired their relationship were left trying to understand how something that seemed so strong could fall apart so suddenly. Their marriage officially ended in 2013, marking the close of a relationship that once defied expectations. Ashton Kutcher and Demi story became a powerful reminder that even the most admired partnerships can face hidden challenges. And when those challenges surface, the impact can be far deeper than anyone on the outside ever imagined. Jesse James and Sandra Bullock once seemed like an unlikely but grounded Hollywood couple. She was America's sweetheart, known for her warmth and relatable charm. He was a tattooed motorcycle builder with a rougher edge. Somehow, their differences worked, and for years they projected the image of a stable, happy marriage. Fans admired how real they felt compared to the usual Hollywood relationships. But in 2010, everything fell apart. Multiple women came forward claiming they had affairs with Jesse James during his marriage to Sandra. What started as one allegation quickly turned into a full-blown scandal. As more stories surfaced, the situation became impossible to ignore. Jesse eventually issued a public apology, admitting his actions and acknowledging the damage he had caused. The fallout was immediate and devastating. Sandra, who was at the peak of her career after winning an Academy Award, suddenly found herself in the middle of a deeply personal crisis under intense public scrutiny. Instead of celebrating one of the biggest moments of her life, she withdrew from the spotlight, choosing to process the betrayal in private. The marriage didn't survive. Sandra filed for divorce, and the relationship that once seemed solid collapsed completely. What made this story even more painful was how unexpected it felt. To many fans, it wasn't just a celebrity scandal. It was a reminder that even the most grounded relationships can hide serious fractures. Jesse James and Sandra Bullock's story became one of Hollywood's most shocking examples of infidelity, showing how quickly trust can be broken and how public exposure can amplify personal heartbreak in ways few are prepared for. Shania Twain and Robert "Mutt" Lange once shared a relationship that seemed almost untouchable. Their bond wasn't just romantic, it was creative and deeply intertwined with their success. Together, they built a music empire, producing some of the biggest hits in country and pop history. For years, they appeared perfectly aligned, both personally and professionally, creating the image of a partnership that was as strong as it was successful. But in 2008, that image shattered in a way no one expected. The truth came out that Lange had been having an affair with Marie-Anne Thiebaud, who wasn't just anyone, she was Shania's close friend. The betrayal cut far deeper than a typical scandal. It wasn't only about a broken marriage, it was about trust being destroyed on multiple levels. The emotional impact on Shania was profound. She later spoke about feeling completely blindsided, struggling not just with heartbreak, but with a loss of identity. The man she had trusted as both a partner and collaborator, along with a friend she had welcomed into her inner circle, had both betrayed her. It left her questioning everything she thought she knew about her life. For a time, she stepped away from the spotlight, focusing on healing and rebuilding herself away from public pressure. But over the years, she found a way to move forward, eventually returning to music with a renewed sense of strength. Shania Twain's story stands as one of the most devastating examples of betrayal in the entertainment world. It shows that when trust is broken at that level, the damage goes beyond headlines, leaving lasting emotional scars long after the story fades. Levine and Behati were once seen as one of Hollywood's most attractive and stable couples. As the frontman of Maroon 5, Adam built a reputation as a confident, charismatic rock star, while Behati, a Victoria's Secret model, embodied elegance and poise. Together, they appeared to have a strong, balanced relationship, admired by fans around the world. But in 2022, that image began to unravel in a way few expected. The scandal started when a social media influencer came forward, claiming she had been involved in a year-long affair with Adam. At first, it seemed like just another rumor, but the situation escalated quickly when screenshots of private messages surfaced online. What shocked people the most wasn't just the alleged relationship, but the tone of the messages, including a claim that Adam had asked to name his future child after her. Adam later responded publicly, denying any physical affair but admitting to inappropriate communication. However, the explanation didn't fully calm the backlash. As more women shared similar experiences and messages, the story grew bigger, turning into a full-blown controversy that dominated headlines. At the center of it all was Behati, who was pregnant at the time with their third child. She became the focus of public sympathy, as fans reacted strongly to the emotional impact the situation must have had on her and their family. Levine's carefully crafted image took a significant hit. What once felt like charm and confidence was now being questioned. This scandal became a clear example of how quickly public perception can shift, and how personal actions, once exposed, can redefine a celebrity's identity almost overnight. In Hollywood, everything can look perfect on the surface. The love, the fame, the image. But behind it all, these stories reveal something much more real. Trust can break. Relationships can fall apart. And sometimes the people we admire most are facing battles we never see. These scandals aren't just about cheating, they're about consequences, pain, and the cost of living under constant spotlight. Now we want to hear from you. Which story shocked you the most? Do you think fame makes relationships harder to survive? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this video interesting, don't forget to like, share it with your friends, and subscribe for more deep dives into the hidden side of Hollywood.